Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all in today's history class. Today, we will complete the chapter Emergence of Independent States. In this chapter, we are studying about a large number of independent and semi-independent states, which started emerging with the decline of Mughal Empire in India. Before I start discussing stories of Rajputs and Mysore, I want to share learning outcomes with you. At the end of today's class, you will be able to name the Rajput rulers who declared their independence from the Mughal Empire. Means some Rajputs tried to establish independent state after the death of Aurangzeb. At the end of today's class, you will be able to name those Rajput rulers who declared their independence from the Mughal Empire. You will also be able to list the steps taken by Tipu Sultan to challenge the authority of British. Means Tipu Sultan was a staunch enemy of British. He kept on opposing them till his death. He challenged their authority. At the end of today's class, you will be able to list the steps taken by Tipu Sultan to challenge the authority of British. You will also be able to explain the condition of Indian society in the 18th century. Means you will be able to explain the social condition of people during the 18th century. Now, let us revise first whatever we have done earlier. Dear students, we have studied that after the death of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, the decline of Mughal Empire started. Many independent and semi-independent states started emerging. Some of them never asserted their independence. They provided help to Mughal Emperor in the time of need. They also sent tributes or gifts to Emperor. Such states like Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad were known as semi-independent states. On the other hand, some states openly declared themselves independent. Such states like states of Sikhs, Marathas were known as independent states. Dear students, we have also studied that how the three Nawabs of Bengal worked a lot for the progress of Bengal. Then we studied the contribution of Sadat Khan for the development of Awadh. Then we studied about the Nizamul Mulk Asaf Jah, who started working wholeheartedly for the development of Hyderabad. We have also studied about the two independent states, Sikhs and Marathas. Sikhs regained their power under the leadership of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. And Marathas, they had a well-developed administrative system under the able guidance of Shivaji. Dear students, now you know it very well that Aurangzeb had to accept Shivaji and he granted him Jagir of Berar. So, dear students, today we will study about some Rajputs and rulers of Mysore who declared themselves independent. First of all, I will tell you about Rajputs. Many Rajputs tried to establish independent state after the death of Aurangzeb. Ajit Singh the king of Marwar in Jodhpur. Ajit Singh, the king of Marwar, and Savai Jai Singh, the king of Amber in Jaipur. They took advantage of the war of succession among the Mughal emperor's son, and they declared themselves independent from the Mughal empire. Actually, they were fed up with the religious and administrative intolerance of Aurangzeb. Ajit Singh was the governor of Ajmer and Gujarat. Ajit Singh was the governor of Ajmer and Gujarat, and Savai Jai Singh was the governor of Surat and Agra. Savai Jai Singh was governor of Surat and Agra. The king of Mewar in Udaipur. The king of Mewar had always opposed the Mughals. Now he got the opportunity to consolidate power. So dear students, I hope now you can easily name the Rajput rulers who declared themselves independent from the Mughal Empire. Let us revise them once again from this slide. First of all, Ajit Singh, who was governor of Ajmer and Gujarat. And next Rajput ruler to oppose the Mughal emperor was Savai Jai Singh, who was governor of Surat and Agra. Dear students, unfortunately, Rajput rulers were not able to unite themselves due to their mutual rivalry. They did not like each other. They did not trust each other. And Jats, Marathas and local rulers, they took full advantage of the disunity of Rajputs. Who took full advantage? Jats, Marathas and local rulers took full advantage of the disunity of Rajput rulers. Now, I will tell you the story of Mysore. Let us watch a YouTube capsule first.
Tipu Sultan was born at Devanhalli near Bangalore. His father, Hyder Ali, was a military officer in the service of the Kingdom of Mysore. Tipu Sultan was introduced to military training by French officers in the employment of his father. By the time he was 15, Tipu had accompanied his father against the British in the First Mysore War in 1766. In 1779, Tipu fought the Second Anglo-Mysore War when the British captured the French-controlled port of Mahe, which Tipu had placed under his protection. Tipu's father dispatched 10,000 men and 18 iron cannons. In this battle, Tipu decisively defeated the British and brought down their army of nearly 7,000 men. By the time his father died, Tipu Sultan had gained sufficient military experience and in 1782 became the ruler of Mysore. He then started working on keeping the advances of the British in check by making allies with France, Afghanistan and the Sultan of Turkey. In 1789, Tipu triggered the Third Anglo-Mysore War by attacking the British colony of Travancore. The war lasted 3 years and brought an end to Tipu, as he was forced to sign a treaty where he gave up half his kingdom and 2 of his sons as hostages until he paid a fine of 3 crores and 30 lakh rupees. After paying the fine, Tipu got back his sons. In 1799, Tipu fought his last war. General Richard Wellesley was on a mission to bring down the crown of Mysore. and thus began the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War with their march to Srirangapatnam. Tipu was caught unprepared for battle but kept up to his nickname, the Tiger of Mysore. This time, the British were too powerful and were able to surround the palace. He was, however, shot dead at the entrance. Tipu Sultan was buried at a mausoleum that he had built himself. He was considered one of the most powerful native princes of India and was said to be the biggest threats to the British position in South India.
Yes, how was this video? Of course, very informative video. Dear students, the state of Mysore gained power in South India as other states were increasing their power after the death of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Earlier, Mysore was ruled by Chikka Krishna Raj. Chikka Krishna Raj, yes. But the real power was in the hands of Vodeyar brothers, Devaraja and Nana Raja. I am repeating it again. Earlier, Mysore was ruled by Chikka Krishna Raj. But the real power was in the hands of Vodeyar brothers. Devaraja and Nana Raja were Vodeyar brothers. Then, in the year 1760, Hyder Ali became the ruler of Mysore, and he carried out successful wars against Marathas and the Nizam. Hyder Ali died in a war with British in 1782, and his son Tipu Sultan became the ruler. He was an efficient ruler. He introduced many reforms in the army, trade, coinage, weight, and measurements. Tipu Sultan introduced reforms in army. Please speak after me. Army, trade, coinage, weights, and measurements. Good. He encouraged handwork to protect the farmers. He was also an able warrior and general. He organized his army in European style. No doubt, Tipu Sultan was a Muslim, but he was tolerant towards other religions, means he respected other religions. But he did not like the British. He was their staunch enemy. He kept on opposing them, means he kept on opposing British till his death. He also sent his ambassadors to France, Turkey, Iran, and Arab states. Actually, he wanted to seek help against the British. So he sent his ambassadors to France, Turkey, Iran, and Arab states. Tipu Sultan also tried to modernize his naval power for two purposes. First of all, he wanted to strengthen his own power, and secondly, he wanted to develop external trade for the prosperity of Mysore. So, dear students, I hope now you can easily list the steps taken by Tipu Sultan to challenge the authority of British. Let us revise once again from my slide. First of all, he sent his ambassadors to France, Turkey, Iran, and Arab states to seek help against the British. He tried to modernize his naval power to strengthen his power. He organized his army in European style. Good. Dear students, now I will explain the condition of Indian society during the 18th century. First of all, there was no social unity due to feudal divisions. Moreover, there was not any economic equality. Some people were rich and some were poor. Secondly, the condition of women was not good. The agriculture was backward, and industry was under the condition of foreign companies. They destroyed internal and external trade of India. Who destroyed? Foreign companies. So foreign companies destroyed internal and external trade of India. Culture, architecture, painting, music and literature also suffered a lot. Urdu language emerged as a lingua franca of the higher class. Means Urdu language was adopted as a common language between the speakers, though the native people were using different languages. Then education system, it was also not so strong. The Hindus went to temples to get primary education, and Muslims, they received their primary education at the mosque. So dear students, I hope now you can easily explain social life of the people during 18th century. Let us revise them once again from my slide. India of 18th century lacked social unity. There was great economic disparity. The condition of women was not good. Agriculture was backward. Foreign companies destroyed internal and external trade. Urdu emerged as the lingua franca of the high class. Good. So dear students, this was the last topic of our chapter. Now let us revise whatever we have done today once again with the help of our textbook. Same as earlier, I will ask you a question and you will try to think upon the right answer. Kindly open your textbooks at page number 135. You can also underline the important points. Okay. So the first question is, name the Rajput ruler who tried to establish independent state after the death of Aurangzeb. Ajit Singh and Savai Jai Singh. Good. Ajit Singh was ruler of Marwar and he had the governorship of Ajmer and Gujarat. And Savai Jai Singh, he was the king of Amber and he was governor of Surat and Agra. Why the Rajput states were unable to unite themselves? Due to their mutual rivalry, means they did not like each other and they were in competition with each other. And who took the advantage of their mutual rivalry? Jats, Marathas and local rulers. Good. By whom Mysore was ruled earlier? By Chikka Krishna Raj. Good. And the real power was in the hands of Vodiyar brothers. They were Devaraja and Nanaja Raja. When did Hyder Ali became ruler of Mysore? In 1760. Who was son of Hyder Ali? Tipu Sultan. Good. Tipu Sultan introduced reforms in the army, trade. Please speak with me and underline in your book. Tipu Sultan introduced many reforms in the army, trade, coinage, weights and measurements. In which style he organized his army? Tipu Sultan organized his army in European style. What was his attitude towards the other religions? He was tolerant towards other religions. Tipu Sultan disliked the Britishers. He sent his ambassadors to France, Turkey, Iran and Arab states. And why? Why did he send? To seek their help against British. Okay. Why did India lack social unity in 18th century? Due to feudal division and economic disparity. Means people were economically not equal. The condition of women was not good. How was industry? It was backward, and in industry it was in the hands of foreign companies. Which language emerged as lingua franca of higher class? Urdu language. Good. Hindus received primary education at the temple and Muslims at the mosque. Very good. Dear students, I hope now you can easily name the Rajput rulers who declared their independence from the Mughal Empire. You can also list the steps taken by Tipu Sultan to challenge the authority of British. You can also explain the condition of Indian society in the 18th century. Dear students, you can watch this video lecture again to revise whatever we have done today. Today again I am sharing the PDF of the chapter. Kindly read the chapter once again. Tomorrow I will share a recapitulation PPT with you. Till then, bye bye. Enjoy learning. Thank you.